Okay, 2-3, order of operations.
And we don't copy this down?
Just listen first.
Okay.
Can someone tell me the whole purpose of the order of operations? Why do we need something like this? Yeah, Landon?
It's like when you have a problem and a complicated one, then you know what to do first.
Okay. Any other reason? Kate?
To keep you organized.
Keep you organized, yes. Any other reason?
Well, if you're using parentheses, you're gonna want to know what comes first.
Okay. Phineas?
Well, for some problems, if you do it in a different order, they get a wrong answer.
Okay. Now, if I have a problem like this, if I have I know. 2 plus 3 times 5. What is the solution? If you simplify this, what will you get? Gabby?
Well, I just answer. It's basically just 5 times 5.
It's 5 times 5, which is 25. Is any other answer possible?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Molly?
3 times 5 is 15 plus 2. Yeah.
2 plus 15, which is 17. Now we have two answers. Can there be two answers to this expression?
No.
So which one is correct? And how do you know? Ade?
25 is correct because there's no parentheses.
Okay. So Ade thinks 25 is correct because there's no parentheses. Okay. Kate, what's your vote?
25 is correct because if you're using PEMDAS, then you would always do addition before multiplication. Wait, no, 17 is correct.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as you are kind of
Yeah.
telling that, you realize that maybe there's a different way to look at it. Caitlin, what do you think?
I was gonna say, yeah. I remember from before that multiplication.
Okay. Now, it is exactly for this reason that we need a rule that tells us which one is correct. So when you have two operations, like we have here, you have addition and multiplication. Which one do you take on first? Is it addition because it comes first? Or is it multiplication because it has a higher value, so to speak, than addition? Alba?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. Now, you may make the argument that there is no parentheses here. Okay? I'm going to use my magic pen. You might say, oh, there's no parentheses there. If there's no parentheses, then you should just go from left to right.
Yeah.
Now, that may make sense, but if you look at the rules, which we call the order of operations, P comes first. P is for parentheses. Right? Or any grouping symbol. There are two other grouping symbols besides parentheses. There is the bracket, and then there is the double bracket. We'll talk about the other grouping symbols in 7th grade. But you take on what's in parentheses first, and then you move to exponents, and then, well, actually multiplication and division have pretty much the same value. So you just go from left to right. If you have both multiplication and division in the same expression, just go from left to right. If you have multiplication first, do that first, and then do division. If you have division first and then multiplication, then do that. Can you sit up, please?
Okay.
Thank you. And what happens with addition and subtraction?
Addition. No, left.
Addition and subtraction, left to right. Clear? Okay. So for the sake of coming up with an acronym, we say PEMDAS as if to say multiplication comes before addition. But if you look at it, they pretty much have the you can look at those two together, going from left to right, and then you look at these two together, going from left to right. Now, the most popular, yes, right? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Now, part of your homework tonight is to come up with a funny sentence that where you tell us, maybe you don't have to use please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. You can have your own. Okay? And we'll probably vote on it tomorrow and see which one's the most, which one's the funniest, or we'll see. But each one of you must come up with your own funny sentence for PEMDAS. Can you do that? Okay?
If you already have one, because Alma said, I've already got one. Make up a new one.
I have two.
Make up a different
Okay. Now you have three. All right. Again from left to right.
From left to right. Now it's left to right.
What is it?
No, before it looked like left to right. So it's like, oh, it's left to right.
Okay. Okay. Now I have an expression here. 15 plus quantity 16 minus 7 divided by 3. Now, can someone name all the operations in this expression? And let's see if we can do it in order. Phineas?
Subtraction, division.
Let's do it in order. The PEMDAS order.
Oh, okay, so division, subtraction, and division.
There's something that comes before division, sorry? Parentheses. Okay, do you see parentheses there? Yes. Is there an exponent? No. What about division or multiplication?
No.
Division?
Yes.
Addition?
Yes.
Subtraction?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now, where do you start? Start with the parentheses. Now, how many operations do you have inside the parentheses? One operation. What is that? Subtraction. Can you take care of it right away?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm going to highlight that. So that tells me that that's the expression that I need to work on. And why am I doing that? Because there is parentheses there. Okay? And then what do you do next? So you take care of the parentheses. Now, what does your expression look like? It's going to be 15 plus 9 divided by 3. Okay? What's next? Alba? Division comes first, right? So it's going to be 9 divided by 3. And why am I doing that? Because it is division. And if I simplify that, I know. I have 9 divided by 3 is 3. So the last operation to deal with is addition. And that's going to be 15 plus 3, which is 18. All right. There you go. All right, we'll stop here. Bless you. Now, the next problem that we're going to look at is a little more interesting than the previous one. Can someone tell me the different operations that you see here? And if you can actually give it to me in order of PEMDAS, that would be even more helpful. Alba.
I think exponent.
Exponent, yes. Very good. Okay, that's good. Kate?
Multiplication.
Multiplication, good.
Subtraction.
Subtraction and then addition. So which one do we take first? Exponent.
But Father, wouldn't exponents and multiplication be like on the same level? Because like no, it's the same thing.
I know what you are asking, but no. Okay. Exponents. So the first operation you take care of is that. Okay, 3 cube. Now everything else, I want you to notice the way I've rewritten the next step. Okay? Everything else stays the same. Do you all see that?
Yeah.
36, no change. Subtraction, no change. 8 times 4 plus. Everything stays the same. The only thing I've changed here is I've made the 3 cube into 27. Now I'm left with 3 operations. Which operation comes next? Multiplication. So what should the next step look like? Can someone tell me? Troy?
So that would equal 36 minus. Oh shoot! Oh, 32.
32.
36 minus 32 plus 27.
Excellent. 36 minus 32 plus 27.
And then next thing you would do.
Hold on a
is
second.
to add and
Okay.
subtract.
Now the next is
Me?
Lindsay.
We would do 36 minus 32, which would be twice.
Do you all understand why we are not doing addition first?
Yes.
Because between addition and subtraction, you just go from left to right.
Same with multiplication.
And division. So 36 minus 32 is
34.
4.
4. 4 plus 27 is
Oh, 30.
31. There we go. All right. Okay. Now the next question is, which equation below, A, B, or C, has the parentheses in the right place to make the following equation true? So we have 36, the expression is 36 divided by 9 times 4 plus 1. And if you do the computation using a pair of parentheses, you should get, the simplified answer should be 2. Okay? So the question is, where would the parentheses go? And you have 3 options to look at.
So if we do it without the parentheses right now, we're not going to get 2, right?
Let's try. I don't know. Ade, what do you think? If you do without the parentheses, will you get 2?
I don't think so.
Let's try. 36 divided by 9 is
4.
4 times 4, 16 plus 1 is 17. It's not 2. So you have to use the parentheses, and where would you introduce the parentheses? Landon, are you with me?
Yeah.
All right, you want to take give it a shot?
I think you have to put them around the 4 and the. Wait, the 9 and the 4.
So you're choosing C as your answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone who has a different opinion? Do you all agree with Landon?
Yes.
Okay, let's try.
Can I try and solve it?
You want to solve it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So 9 times 4, 36. And
No, start with this. Let's do A, B first.
Oh, so 36 divided by 9 is 4, and 4 times 4 is 16, plus 1 is 17, so that would work.
Okay.
And if you put the if you do B, 4 plus 1 is 5, and then, and then, 36 divided by 9 is 4.
Mm-hmm.
So, 5 times 4 is 20, so that wouldn't work.
Okay.
And C, 9 times 4 is 36, and 36 divided by 36 is 1, plus 1 is 2.
There we go. All right. Okay. So that's what you were doing, right?
Yeah.
And you did it all in your head. So the first one is 17, the second one was 20, and the third one was 2.
Yay!
Isn't that cool how many different answers you can give with the same exact numbers and different operations,
Yeah.
or same operations, but just
Yeah.
moving the parentheses around?
Yeah.
Totally changes everything.
Lena, you have a question?
Yeah. Can we do B again? But I'm kind of confused. How
Okay, let's try this. So you start with the parentheses, right? 4 plus 1 is 5. Then you're left with two operations, division and multiplication. You can just go from left to right. 36 divided by 9 is 4. 4 times 5 is 20.
4 times.
Got it? Ivan?
Yes, why would exponents go first? Because isn't it the same thing as multiplication?
That's a great point. Someone in the other class asked a question, who came up with the order of operations, and how does one decide that the parentheses goes first, exponent goes next, multiplication division goes third, and addition and subtraction goes last? Why can't we just switch the order? Because his point was, we've always been told this is how you do it. But no one has told us why this order. What do you guys think?
And then my question is, what happens if the order was different? How would the world be?
Yeah.
Would the world be entirely different?
Yeah. Sure.
You think so? Okay. Cameron?
I think because, well, if you do it in different orders, it's not going to end up as the same answer. It's going to end up as a different number.
But so who
That's
says
true.
This one's right. Like,
Why can't the answer be 17? Why can't it be 20? Why does it have to be 2?
Because it says
That's true, but,
Why do we have to listen to this guy?
exactly. Why do we have to even follow this rule? Kate?
Well, one, I bet some guy, probably like a
Or
scholar
lady.
or lady,
Yeah.
Yeah.
thinking like, oh, we have all these different answers, and they probably made it PEMDAS, like not meaning to like do any harm and like change anything. Like they just made it up, and
Okay.
like that's how it is.
Okay.
Yeah, people
I think it helps to standardize, isn't it? Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because if everyone came up with a different answer, then there won't be anything standard. Like, why is a mile called a mile? Why can't it? You see what I'm saying? So that we want to keep everything standard across. Like, why does the American mile have to be the same as a mile in Russia?
But then, like, everything would just be confusing when you change it now because everyone's used to this.
Exactly.
So when you change
So I think one big reason is to standardize how you compute numbers, the order in which you compute numbers. All right? So let's stop here. Go, Ivan.
I just have a question. I was thinking, like, wouldn't if there was a number in exponential form, or just a number with exponents in it, wouldn't it be the same as multiplication?
Okay.
Because basically, if you say 3 to the third power, it's 3 times 3 times 3. So
Okay.
wouldn't that be the same thing? So wouldn't it really matter in which order it goes?
Okay. Ms. Fallon, you had an example. You have an example in mind?
So what Ivan's saying is if exponents are multiplication, then you should just do them when you do division and multiplication, right? At that same step going from left to right.
Yeah, because it's the same
So
thing.
what if we had this? We have 8, let's use the same one, right?
Yeah, we'll use the same.
So I have 8 divided by 2 squared. Okay, so Ivan is saying, forget the rules that we just learned. We should be able to divide right now. 8 divided by 2, and we get 4. And then we have the squared part, so we get 16. Right?
Yeah.
So that's one method. Now the other thing is you could say that 8 divided by 2 squared is actually 8 divided by 2 times 2, because 2 squared is 2 times 2. So now if we do from left to right, we get 8 divided by 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is then 8. And then there's a third way, which is the way that we learned, which is to say 8 divided by 2 squared. The next thing we have to do is the exponent. The first thing we have to do is the exponent, so we get 8 divided by 4, which is 2. So look at that. 3 different answers. And when you take the red and the green, which is going where Yvonne was going, both of those are also totally different.
Although I think, if you just give me a second, although I think with this exponent belongs only to the 2.
Yes.
So unless you have a parenthesis, you can't do 8 divided by 2 and then this. So
really we should be sticking only with the green.
either this or this.
Yeah, green or blue.
That's my take.
Yeah, but,
two answers.
like, also, are there like some problems where it doesn't matter if the order is exponent then division or division then exponent?
I'm sure that you can come up with expressions where the order in which you do it, regardless of how you do it, you will get the same answer. But clearly in these examples you have, people can easily look at this and say, all right, I'm going to divide 8 divided by 2 first, 8 and 2 first, and get 4, and then square that. And the only thing they realize that the square belongs to the 2, but I'm sure you can do this.
Yeah.
And then if you expand the 2 square as 2 times 2, and then you just divide first and then multiply, you get a totally different answer. You get 8. And then if you use what we call the order of operations, which we've all bought into, you do that, and then you get 2. So who decides which is the correct answer? Caitlin, what do you think? Can you be the judge? Yeah. So I give you all these 3 answers, 16, 8, and 2. Which one would you pick? Why? Let's assume you don't know what order of operations are. Order of operations is.
Oh, if I didn't know,
If you didn't know that, if you didn't know what PEMDAS was,
then I would probably
which one would you pick?
probably pick the red.
You'd pick 16?
Yeah,
Okay.
more likely.
More likely? Okay.
Yeah, because also, Father, but the thing about it is that one looks, I would probably pick the red if I had no idea what PEMDAS is, never heard of it, never thought of it, because, well, it's just the easiest way to do it. It's just 8 divided by 2 is 4.
It's kind of working.
Then you
just
square
working
it. It's 6.
Straight
left
through,
to
yes.
Yeah, you just go straight left to right. It's the easiest.
Okay.
Then the next easiest is green. The hardest to do is actually 4 when you think about it.
Okay.
Because green is also easy because all you're doing is 8 divided by 4.
Mhm.
Which is true.
Or you would say, 16th is my birthday, so my favorite number, so I'm going to go with 16. Right? Oh, you like the color, yes. I like red, so I'm going to go with 16. Okay? All right, you guys are asking a great question, and except to tell you that there needs to be a rule that would standardize all kinds of computation. I don't know another answer. Maybe you have a better answer. Maybe you can do some research.
Maybe
And,
we should send a message to Dr. Math.
Dr. Math, yes.
Dr. Math
Yes.
is pretty good for these kind of things.
Who's
You guys know who Dr. Math is? You haven't looked at the webpage?
No.
We have Dr. Math on the webpage, right?
No, we probably should put Dr. Math up.
Who's Dr.
Talk
Math?
about Dr.
You'll
Math.
find out.
The question success asked,
Yes.
like why do we have to follow this? Couldn't it be just like 8 or 16? It's not.
Yeah, no, you're right. Ivan, you're asking a great question.
But
Okay.
somebody's probably already asked that question. Let's get real.
Molly?
Somebody's probably already asked it.
Well, out of 7 billion people.
Yeah.
This doesn't have to do with the why the order of operation thing, but if there are exponents inside parentheses, you do the exponents and then the parentheses.
Correct. Yes. Okay, great discussion. If you know the answer, you find the answer, let us know.